Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from group 7 that consists of me, Rania Satu Insira, and my friend Akbar Shahidayat. Now we will explain about national language and language planning. National language, according to Fasold 1985, he analogized a national language such as the flag of a country, which is a symbol of that country. He argues that a good national language is one that creates social cohesion at the level of the whole country, or a language that meets clear requirement for national development. And then according to Ridwan 2018, national language is used for the purpose of political, cultural, and social function. And then the last is from OWN 2003. The national language is usually the language that identifies a country and the basis of the country's unity and culture. Therefore, national language is the language used with the aim of nationalism of a country. And then the next one is national language function. According to the KEL 2015, the national language has an important role when a country is colonized, because in colonialism, the national language serves as one of the symbols of the state that taught the national integration that was experienced. The national language has a decisive role in the formation of the fundamental thesis of its worldview. And then the next one is characteristic and status of the national language. According to Fossil 2003, he states that the national language is a language that has the following criteria. There are 5 criteria here. The first one is it's become a symbol of national unity and identity of a country. And then it used in everyday life in the country, and it must be spoken fluently and easily by a large proportion of the population in a country that recognize it as the national language. And the fourth is must be accepted as a symbol of authenticity. And the last one is it should be seen as a connection with a glorious past. The next one will be the next material will be explained by Akbar.
Thank you, Rania, for delivering the material. The next part will be delivered by me, Akbar Saidayat. So, language planning. According to Rubin and Jarrod, they define that language planning is a deliberate change in a language by an organization set up to bring about the change. Language planning is an issue that plays an important part in a number of disciplines and subjects, but the modus operandi of planning might differ when applied in a different context. Approach of language learning. In here, we got two approach. The first is the neoclassical approach and historical structural approach. So the neoclassical approach is a synchronic as it deals with current language circumstance. Also, it is a historical, amoral, and assumes that people involved in LP are apolitical. The historical structural approach is more emphasize the origin of the cost and benefit confronting individual and group. Language planning critical issues. At times, LP is done by those who have very few stakes in language and its speaker. Harless and Jones, for example, say that in African language, planning is done by people who have been rudely unrepresentative of polity on whose behalf they have affected to speak. And the conclusion is, in conclusion, the national language itself is a language recognized by a country as a symbol of the nationalism of that country. The characteristics of the national language are that it must be a symbol of national unity and identity. It is have to be used in everyday life. It is most spoken fluently and easily by the majority of the population. And the last but not least, it is must be accepted as a symbol of authenticity. The problem is that national language is more than official language because it is the symbol of people identity. Well, I guess that's all from us. Thanks for watching guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.